Hello everyone, this is episode 8 in the Langgraph series. My name is Tuhin and today we'll be building a practical real-world intelligent email generator using Langgraph React agent. So we'll be building an end-to-end email generator agent using Langgraph. So today we will be doing it little differently. I'll show you how that agent works first in actual conversational agent. Then I will take you through the step by step of building that agent. So this is an email writer agent. Now we'll run that particular agent and see how it works. So first run it from here. So email writer agent started. AI is asking what would you like to do with the document. Now I'll say write an email on bad road condition in Bangalore. Now our agent now has written a very nice email with a subject line urgent attention needed, poor road condition in Bangalore. Now it addressed like, dear sir and madam, I am writing to bring your immediate attention the deteriorating condition of the road in Bangalore. As a resident and frequent commuter in this city, I am deeply concerned, etc., and thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, your name. Now the agent is again asking that what would you like to do with this document. Now I will say update it with Whitefield region. Now it says I'm writing to bring your immediate attention for deteriorating conditions of the road in Bangalore, particularly in Whitefield region. Now look, it has updated that Whitefield region in that email. Also it added the roads in Whitefield has become almost unmanageable due to numerous potholes, uneven surfaces, frequent waterlogging due to rainy season, etc. Now I will ask that agent again, and it's asking what would you like to do with this document. I'll ask the agent write it to BBMP missioner. So there is some spelling mistake, but it will understand hopefully. Yeah, so it says it addressed to BBMP commissioner now. So it has updated the email again. Now I am satisfied with that particular email. So I'll ask the agent to save it. So it has saved and finished the executions of the agent. And finally, the email has been saved in that text file. So dear BBMP commissioner, sincerely your name. I am writing to bring your immediate attention for the deteriorating conditions of the road in the Bangalore, particularly in the Whitefield region. Alright, you can see that how it has nicely generated an email based on the user's feedback. Now let's see how we have done it. So this is a kind of React agent. Based on the React framework, we have built that particular agent. So initial requirement for building that particular agent is we used Python versions 3.12.4 and use these following dependencies: Langgraph, Python.env, LangChain OpenAI. Langgraph used for building the graph and the building that entire node and edge-based architecture. Python.env has been used for loading the keys from the .env file. LangChain has been used for the building the LangChain related libraries or dependencies, and LangChain OpenAI used for the sub-dependency for OpenAI related operations. So we'll start from the schema. So schema again contains agent state. Agent state is nothing but state of the agent. So it will be active across the nodes or across the entire iterations of that particular agent, and it will store all the messages that are created, updated, and it will be stored inside these messages. Now what is the message? Message is a type of annotated sequence of base messages and add messages. Now what is annotated? Annotated is a specific, it adds the annotation. Now sequence of base message is nothing but you can consider it as the list of base messages. Now base messages might contain different kinds of messages. Now base message comes from the LangChain code library. It contains multiple different types of messages like human message, AI message, tool message, etc. And add message here indicates that whenever we are just creating that particular list or sequence, instead of creating the sequence from the scratch, just append that particular new message into the list. Now let's move to the node.py. We have only one node here, which is email writer agent, and we are using a prompt for writing that particular email. You can go through that particular prompt. You are an email writer, a helpful email writing assistant. You are going to help user to update and modify the email. Now this is the node, and before going into the prompt, let's see, we just loaded the environment variables, whatever is stored, the keys that are stored in the .env file, and we created some tools called update and save. I'll come to that later. Now for model we used GPT-4o, and we have bind the tools that are specified in that list in the agent tools. Update and save tools we have bind with that particular model. Now this is stored in the model. Now this model is the kind of LLM will be using to call and for passing that particular prompt and get a response. Now this is the prompt we are using. So dev email writer agent node, it takes an agent state as an input and output is also agent state. Now this is a system prompt we are giving to that particular agent, and here we are writing prompt and passing the email content. So this email content will come from the users, so we'll take it from the user. Now once we get that we are checking, if it's not state message, then we're just giving the user input that I'm ready to help you update the document, what do you like to update, and then we are storing that particular user content or user input inside the human message, this one inside the human message. So this human message all are part of inherited from the base message, and this human message, if you go back, it is also part of the LangChain code library. Now if it is not a state message, then what we are doing, what it is asking that what would you like to do with this document. Now it is again creating a human message, taking the user input, and it is just updating that particular list with all the messages. We have seen that how the history or messages has been updated in episode 6 in this series, and then finally it's generating response by calling that particular LLM. So model.invoke and all messages we are passing. Now finally the final message is being returned here. Now this should continue. Should continue is nothing but this is a method for creating a feedback loop, or you can say it is a conditional loop which will go back to the initial node. Based on the condition, it will go back to the email writer agent node again. Now what should continue is doing, it is checking if not a message. So messages is a state of message. If not a message, then it will continue. And if message in reversed message, so what we are doing, we are all the messages contain list of different kinds of messages. We are reversing that list and checking the last one is a message or not. If it is, and then we are checking from the last side, in the reverse side we are iterating, and then we are checking is an instance of tool message or not. If the tool message, and if it is a saved or if it is a document in, then we are ending. We'll come to that how it is from where the saved is coming, and document it will end, otherwise it will continue. Now let's go to the tools. So we have two tool implementation. One is update and save. These are the two tool implementations. So what update does is, like, based on the given condition, it updates the document, and save, based, it asks that if it is save prompt is given, if it contains save information, that save the current document to the text file and finish processes, and it saves the document in a text format. Just simply, if it is the file is not already there, file name is not there, then it will be creating the file name and it will append the .txt extension and it will save it. Now one more thing, these annotations are very important for tools. So based on these annotations, the agent decides which tool to call. So these annotations are very, very important. So we have finished the node, the tools. We have just initialized the graph with the state graph, passing the agent state, which comes from the schema.py. And we have added node, drafter agent node, and another node for tool calling, right? We have passed all the tools here. Now these agent tools are coming from here. You can see these agent tools are coming from. So we have two tools I have shown you here in the tools.py, update tool and save tool. Now we have another tool node. Now we created the entry point. So this is the first node, and graph add edge. I have created an edge between draft agent node and tool node. So now it will start from the, this is the how we write the conditional edges. We'll start from the tool node based on the given condition that should continue. If there is any tool node, then it will go back to the drafter agent node. If there is no tool call is present, then it will end. Now the tool call also, if it is a kind of update tool call is required, then it will go to the draft agent node. If there is a save tool call is there, then it will end. Okay, we have seen it inside the should continue conditional edge function of what based on this condition, this will take different paths. It will loop between tool node and draft agent node, otherwise it will end. Once all of these things are done, then we come to the main, and here we are just taking the input from the user, and then we are actually printing that particular email messages. For print messages, we have created on util functions that you can check it here. And finally we are generating the initial email, draft email. Then based on the given input, we are updating that particular email, and so we can continue updating after reading. So you can take the feedback. So it's kind of work like a human in the loop. So it takes the input from the human, updates the email, continuously until we tell the save that email. So once we tell it save, then it exit the loop and it just saves the loop, and here is the saved email, right? That email that I have shown you in the beginning. So this is how React real world agent works. So this can be a very nice example for generating, but you can again further improve it to make the external API calls inside the add more complex scenarios within this particular implementation and make it more interesting. So in the next episodes, we'll be learning how to create a Streamlit app with the Langgraph agent, and we'll learn about tracing with Langsmith. So stay tuned. If you have liked my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe.